recording and stuff.
Yep, I just clicked recording and I'm going to pass it to you.
Cool beans. Hey, Eleanor.
Hey, hon. Great. How you doing?
Good, good, good. I have to find my little driving thing.
You are the host.
Yeah, I just don't see the little things that shows me where to drive. It's like usually. All right, let me see if it's hiding over here. 1 second. No, it's not there. All right. I'm looking for my share the screen thing. Here we go. Let me see. Share my screen. Does everybody see my back office thing?
Yes.
Cool.
Yes.
Hey, Mildred. How are you?
Hey, what's up, Tommy? It's been a minute.
I know. It's good to see you, sweetheart. Yep, so we're just getting started here, and let's do some disclaimers and stuff. I'm pretty much a very happy IML subscriber, just like the rest of you guys. I've been trading for about a year. Took some lumps in the beginning till I got some things through my thick Italian head. And Aurea made references to some disabilities. And basically, you know, I have been battling with dyslexia and several other learning disability. I don't know whether it's ADHD or whatever, because when I went to school, you know, none of that stuff was diagnosed. We just got smacked with a ruler. So what that basically comes down to is I learn a very different way. I actually have to have my hands on something to learn. It's called tactile learning. And when I started trading, I was really very concerned because, you know, I barely made it out of high school, but yet I worked in industry for 48 years, and my last quote-unquote real job was vice president of engineering for a manufacturing company. So it's not that I'm stupid. I just learned differently. And the real blessing here, especially with IML and the foreign exchange, is the exchange is so big and the education is so diverse. Doesn't matter who you are or what you bring to the table. There's a methodology, there's a system, there's an educator that is going to be able to get through and whatever barriers you might have, whatever obstacles you might present or might be presented your way. There's enough skill set, enough variance in teachers to help you get through to learn whatever it is you want to learn, to do whatever you want to do. So that being said, I have to say past results don't, you know, one of the hours ago, past results don't guarantee future success, disclaimer, all that stuff. So I'm really not here to talk about money. I'm not going to tell you what to do with your money. I'm not a Series 6 or Series 7 licensed trader. Like I said, I'm a very happy IML subscriber, have a nice team. We're not here to talk about team building. We're here to talk about trading and focusing on the Harmonic scanner. So here's my back office. And you'll see the Harmonic scanner is right down here. And if you click on it, it'll bring up the Harmonic scanner. Very awesome, very cool. But typically, before I even get to that, I like to do a little fundamental analysis. I like to understand the lay of the land. And to do that, I go to the Forex Factory. It's forexfactory.com. And my trading day starts here. And you'll notice all these little different line items have a time and a date next to them and a folder. These folders represent the impact of this announcement. These are all announcements that are going to be had. Well, this is for May 15th. That's today. Let's see what's going to happen tomorrow. May 16th. So May 16th at 4:15 a.m., Euro is going to be affected by this folder. So how do I find those folders? You come over here to filter, and now this is the impact level of the news announcements. And all these different subjects are covered. And all these different pairs are covered. Now me, personally, I don't trade Swiss franc. I don't do that. I don't really care about the yellow folders. So I come over here and I hit my filters. And this gives me, is everybody okay over there? Hold on, let me see.
Can you do that again, Tommy, please?
Yes, of course.
Tommy, can you can we just have everyone mute their backgrounds? Greatly appreciated. Thank you.
Yeah, I was figuring out how to get to that screen. Or I got you. Okay, so this is forexfactory.com. Okay, and if you come to this box here, way over to the right, there's a little thing that says filters. And you click on filters, and this allows you to click on whatever you're interested in. Because some people just use a strategy called trading the news. And some people only trade when someone has a speech. Some people only trade when they do a housing announcement, like Canadian, right? Housing announcements usually affect the Canadian dollar huge because Canada sells the U.S. a whole bunch of wood, right? So, and then there's employment and so on and so forth. So I keep all of these guys checked. The only things I don't check is I don't trade the Swiss franc. I'm not even sure what CMY is. I don't know what that is. So I do my apply the filter. And now for May 16th, starting at 4:15 a.m., Euro has a folder I'm interested in. So am I going to enter a trade that I think is going to make it to like 5 o'clock in the morning? I'm not going to do anything long. I'm going to be in here scalping. So I got until 4:15 in the morning before any kind of news is going to affect any kind of trade that I'm getting into. Everybody good with that? So now I got the lay of the land. I know that whatever trade I'm going to scalp on over the next couple of hours is not going to affect me. So now I can back out of there. I can come into my scanner. And let's just do a quick overview. For those of you who have never seen this before, the scanner is basically a program that's written on a TradingView chart and that we have license to. This is only found in IML. Nobody else on the planet has this tool. We have an incredibly unfair advantage because 24/7, when the market is open, the scanner is scanning. It's doing math. Anyone ever talk to somebody and say, oh, man, I'm afraid to learn about the foreign exchange because I'm not good in math? Yeah, well, that's me. Well, you know what? The Harmonic scan is really good in math. So you don't have to worry about that because we've got the machine doing it for us, right? So we're going to come over here. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to select a broker. Now, as you go down this line of brokers, I pick Trader's Way. It doesn't much matter because I don't use any of those brokers. That's another story. And I go to the long charts, the 1 hour, 4 hour, and the day. And I do that because I want to have a longer view of the way the market's moving. I take a long view here. I might enter a scalp or I might enter this trade just as it's written, okay? So here, these are all my choices. The scanner is pulling out all these pairs that are in motion. Why is that important? What do I mean by in motion? I mean that the pair is moving. See these candles? These candles are leaving tracks, right? So they're growing and they're contracting and they're making a change. We get paid on the change. We get paid on delta. The more this candle moves, the more opportunity we have to get paid, right? The more opportunity we have to earn pips. So the scanner is telling me, look, EA, EA is doing a butterfly. I don't really care. Butterfly, canary, owl, I don't even know what they are. All I know is that there's motion. So let's go see what EA is doing, right? Let me go back here for a second real quick. Euro, okay? E. So all day tomorrow, Euro is going to be affected. So I got to 4:15 in the morning. Let's see what time frame I'm on. I'm on the 1 hour chart. okay? So it's 9 o'clock, 10, 11, 12, 1. So I got like 6 or 7 hours of grace before that news announcement is going to hit and come affect this chart. Everybody with me? Cool beans. All right. So what is this actually telling me? This is telling me, is this big enough for everybody to see? Can you see where it says stop and entry, take profit 1, take profit 2, take profit 3? It's basically telling you what the heck to do, right? So from this D extension, when the price hits this entry point, I'm going to go in for a what? For a sell. I'm going in for a sell because my take profit is lower than my entry. My take profit is lower than my entry. So if somebody just clicked into this trade and took it at face value, they already hit their stop loss. They already got stopped out. Boom, they lost. How do I know that? Because here's my entry point. Here is my stop loss. And look what happened. This is called a stop hunt high. The market is a manipulated place. Central banks, market makers, they're here messing with these numbers all day long. Okay, that's just the world we live in. So why am I excited about this chart still? Because this thing's accurate 8 out of 10 times. And what I'm here to show you is how to save yourself from taking this loss. When I see, even on the hour chart, when I see a scan that's brand new like this, I'm not taking this guy's word for it. I love the scanner. It's right 8 out of 10 times, but Tommy don't like to lose. Tommy wants to win all the time. So I'm going to take another person's advice, another indicator's advice, right? I view the scanner as like a paid informant, a snitch, right? We're paying these people to give me this inside information, right? So I'm going to go on the street and I'm going to go find me another snitch. I'm going to talk to Johnny Bollinger. I'm going to type in Bollinger Bands. This is another tool. Wow, look what that's showing me. Being that this is a trading view chart, I can put additional tools over what the scanner is telling me. Over, in addition to what the scanner is telling me. And here's what it says. The Bollinger Band, the top part of this blue line is the average high, or the average high of the market. This is the average low of the pair, or the low of the market. And the red line is the median. The market loves the median. The market loves to come back to this red line. Let's just look back in time and check out how this works. Look at this. Look how cool that is. I can scroll back in time. This is days, a couple of days worth of information. And look what happens. The price closes outside of the market on the high edge, and what does it do? Boom, boom, boom. It comes back to the median. Bounces around a little bit, and it drops. It closes outside of the low, and what does it do? Boom, boom, boom. It comes back. That's a fractal environment. It goes up, and it comes down. It goes up, and it comes down. Caution. When you are on the wrong side of a trade, get your butt out, because by the time the market comes back to your side of the trade, you will be broke. You'll hit your stop loss. You'll lose a lot of money. It's going to come up and down when it wants to, not when it makes your accountant happy. So I'm going to challenge, especially new traders, to exit a trade with the same kind of enthusiasm that you enter it. If you think it's a really good idea and all the indicators say buy and you get into the buy and you're all happy and boom, something happens and you're down 10 pips, out, get out, out. Love the loss. You got to learn to love the loss. Now, I don't like to lose, but there's a certain love that you have to have for that side of the equation, because that's part of the game we're playing. You win, you lose. Have as much enthusiasm for the loss as you do for the win. And it's going to save you a lot of money. Believe me, I've been down that road. When I first started, me and a Daisy Duncan is like we were dating. You know, my wife thought I was cheating with this woman. Who's this Daisy Duncan woman you spend all this time with? I catch this woman, I'm going to break her neck. No, baby, that's my teacher. Oh, okay, fine. We were good. My wife's Cuban. You don't want to mess with Cubans, okay? Just saying. So I learned my lessons from a Daisy Duncan, and then I went into the market, and I'm like, all right, what's up with this stuff with this demo thing? Demo? I want to make some money, man. So I demoed for a little while, and I approached my demo as like being in purgatory. How long I got to stay here? You know. Well, let me tell you something. The longer you stay in demo, the happier you're going to be. Because I was in demo, I know, maybe a couple of weeks. I don't remember exactly. Very short period of time. Got a demo, went to live money, made $5,000. Boom. Oh, this is easy. Then I lost respect for what I was doing. I didn't have a written trading plan at the time. I lost respect for how volatile the market is. And as quick as I made that $5,000, boom, gone. Poof. And that $5,000 loss is the biggest blessing that ever happened to me, because it forced me to reset my thinking. It forced me to go get myself back in demo, right? Anyone who's heard me talk has heard this. I consider demo is like the gymnasium of the foreign exchange. It's where you go to build up your Forex muscles. When I look at a chart now, after a year, I can read the chart, look, and react. Boom, I get my information. Bam, I'm in the trade. Bam, I'm out of the trade. It's very common for me to have 75, 85, 90 wins in a row. Now, I'm not saying that to brag. That's not the point. The point is, when you're in demo long enough to learn your lessons, those are the types of results that are available to you. And believe me, I'm not a master trader by any means. I don't even consider myself an average trader. I'm still in my mind, I'm a beginner. And I treat every trade that I enter as the trade that's going to wipe out my account. I take it that seriously. Okay? So, why am I off on this tangent? Because it's not a tangent. It's the main thing. It's stay in demo, learn your lessons, treat every trade like it's a trade that's going to wipe you out, and don't take anything for granted. Right? Another thing I do, 3 wins, especially 3 wins in a row in any session, 3 wins in a row, I stop. If I'm on the 15-minute chart, I'm out for at least 15, 30 minutes. I walk away, go make a sandwich, go pet the dog, go do something. Why? Because 3 wins in a row, and now Tommy's getting cocky again. Oh, man, those lines are about to cross. That indicator's going to get there. No. If your indicator is 2 lines got to cross, you don't do anything until those 2 damn lines cross. You feel me? So after 3 wins in a row, I'm walking away. And I'm going to come back with a new mindset and say, okay, let me start from scratch again. 3 losses in any session, I shut the machine off. I just shut it off. Because maybe it's not my day. Maybe something's bothering me. I don't know, whatever. I'll go, get out of the, flatten out, get out all my trades. Boom, 3 losses. I'm going to the beach. I'll go read a book. Anna Cooling, right? Go get some Anna Cooling in me. That's Volume Price Analysis. It's a phenomenal book, right? So, all right, let's get back to the meat. So, the reason why I don't jump into any trades immediately, especially here, is because, yeah, the harmonic scanner is saying this thing is going to go into a sell. Just doesn't tell me when it's going to go into a sell. And look what's happening with my Bollinger Bands. Right? I'm here on this candle, and this candle is already outside of the high of the market. What does that tell me? when I close outside the high of the market, it's going to come back towards the red line. So yeah, it's going to come back. I just don't know when. Okay? I know my Harmonic scanner is telling me to sell. My Bollinger is saying, dude, you're at the high edge of the market. It's going to be going down sometime. So what I need another opinion. I need to bring in some more snitches in on my decision making. So before I bring these other guys in, I'm going to right click on my screen anywhere. I'm going to go to properties. I'm going to go to background, and I'm going to make it a little darker so you guys can see. All right. I trade on a black screen. It's just easier on my eyes. You can trade on whatever color you want. So I'm going to come over here. I'm going to go back. Everyone see this little icon? It says indicators. I'm going to go back over to indicators. I'm going to type in SAR, parabolic SAR. SAR stands for stop and reverse. How cool would that be? So I'm going to do some formatting. A master trader told me to change this to 3 and 3. I got my styles over here. I'm going to go big crosses. And here I'm going to punch them up. If you slide this, you make it less prevalent, more prevalent. I'm going to make it really punchy up there like that. And I'm going to say OK. So, SAW, stop and reverse. Hey, Ozzy! I see you, bro. Sorry, guys, my friend's on. I just want to say hi. So,
hey, how's it going, Tommy? How's it going?
Doing good, buddy. Glad to see you here.
You too.
So, we got our SAR going over here. And when the SAR is at the bottom of the candle, that means the pair is in a buy. When the SAR is at the top of the candle, it means it's in a sell. And if you notice, if you look back in time, these SARs creep up and get closer, 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 closer. They come and touch the price, and then they flip. So this was saying buy, 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 sell. So what do we have now in real time? We have my Harmonic scanner telling me it's going to be a sell. We have my Bollinger Band telling me, dude, I'm way past, I'm closing outside the high edge of the market, going to be a sell. But what is my SAR saying? My SAR is still telling me buy. So I'm getting some conflicting information. This gives me a reason to pause. Pause for the cause. Because the more time you take in going through your process, the more you honor your process, the more the process will serve you. The better the process will serve you. Rookie mistake. If I don't get in this move, if I don't get in this pair now, I'm going to miss it. Don't ever say those words again. And you'll be much better off. You'll be a much happier trader. Because this pair, these pairs, all pairs are in constant motion. They're in patience. They're in consolidation. They're moving in consolidation. They're moving in a patient manner. And what do I mean by that? Here, look back over here. The industry calls this consolidation. I call it patience. This is where you have to be patient. There's not enough movement here to get paid. Don't play. Wait. Go do something else. Go make a sandwich. Don't take the trade. Right? So when you're patient, boom. Here's your indicators. I'm going into a buy. I have a little flat bottom here. You get paid. You're in and out in one candle. And now you walk the hell away. And now what I'm waiting for? I'm waiting for the next cards to be dealt. Look at this. I have, flat tops and flat bottoms. Yeah. Whenever you see a flat top like this, it's going to reverse. Flat bottom, it's going to reverse. Yeah, flat top, Boom, flat bottom, flat top, flat bottom, flat top, flat bottom, flat top, flat bottom, flat top, flat bottom. It always happens, always. We just don't know for how long and for how much. It might be a doji, it might be a little squirt like this. Boom, I reversed, but I didn't reverse enough to get paid. We don't know. There's other indicators that we're going to talk about, right? But what am I talking about? I'm talking about my SAR is telling me I'm not ready to get in yet. Now, my yellow guy, I call that my long-acting SAR. I like 2 SARs. I like SARs so much, I use 2 of them. So I put this puppy over here, and this guy, I'm going to format as red. Make him big, or make him punchy. And inputs, and this guy I'm going to go 06 and 06. Right. So basically, the red SARs move first, and the yellow SARs are a confirmation. So let's look back in time. See if they're going to make a liar of me. Okay, here. Here I was in a sell. Buy. My red SAR. Oh, wait, do I have my numbers backwards? Hold on. Wait, I'm dyslexic. I might have a dyslexia alert right here. I got to go back and check. Yeah, yellow SAR is 03, red SAR is 06. Good. Just making sure. This is my trading view chart that I use. So I have to catch myself all the time because I still lose trades today because, you know, of this stuff I have to deal with, but it's under control, and that's just my head. I just got to deal with that. So the red SAR is going to flip first. Here's a good one. So here I'm on the sell. My red SAR flipped. I'm not getting in because I have a yellow and I have a red. One's on the sell side, one's on the buy side. Now I have my red and yellow on both on the buy side, and I'm waiting. Why am I waiting? Because I have a flat top here, and that tells me it's going to go down. So for me, I would have gotten in this trade when I recognized this flat bottom, and I have my SARs here. And I would have gone in for 5 pips, just 5. I like 5 pips. I like 5 pips, and I'm not going to lie. The reason why I like 5 pips is because they're easy to take, and I hate losing. Now, if you're trading in micro lots, and you got 5 pips, and you made like 5 cents on the trade, you're not getting excited. I know you're not getting excited, but if you got 5 pips like 127 times in a row, like 130 times in a row, 48 times in a row, 90 times in a row, and you're working your account up to standard lots, and now you're trading in lot sizes of 10, where each pip is worth $100, and you're getting 5 pips, 40, 50 times in a row, that's $500, 40, 50 times in a row. Does everybody feel me? Everybody okay with that? Good. I just got tired of throwing in trades, like taking the scanner, and there's nothing wrong with taking the scanner for like a 30 pip gain. That's cool. It's just not me. I don't have the temperament for it. I like in and out. Boom. Take my money and run. Take my money and run. Take my money and run. Win. All I want to do is win, right? So this scanner right now is looking pretty darn good for a buy, and the chart is looking good for a buy, but the scanner is saying sell. So right here, I have my 2 SARs coming up to touch this price. When my yellow and read SAR flip to the sell side, telling me sell. My Bollinger Bands are telling me sell. And my Harmonic scan is telling me sell. What do you think I'm about to do? I'm going to get in on a sell. Right? But I'm going to get in for 5 damn pips. But the biggest lot size my account will handle. Do not over leverage your account. There's going to be a day, if you're a committed trader that wants to, you're committed to learning this craft, you're going to be trading in lot sizes of 50, lot sizes of 100. But you're not ever going to get there if you can't manage micro lots and minis, right? You have to learn the skill. Because listen, the skill when you're trading in micro lots, when you just had 100 wins in a row at 5 pips in micro lots, it's the same skill. So would you feel a little more comfortable about, starting an account with $1,000 if you just won 100 freaking trades in a row? Maybe. I would, right? But now here's the big disconnect. I want to challenge you to treat that live account the same way you treat a demo. What does that mean? If you're going to start a demo account, most brokers want to give you a demo account of like $1 million or 50,000, right? Because they want you to screw up. They want you to practice in the big leagues, right? And then when you come in and you put in your $100, you don't know how to manage it because it's a whole different world. You don't have enough wiggle room for 75 pip, pullback. Shouldn't be doing that anyway, but those are all rookie mistakes. 90% of all retail traders lose 90% of their account in the first 90 days. Fact. Facts. That's why your broker gives you a big demo account. That's why they call them brokers. They want to make you broker. They taking your money. That's what they're doing. They make money from the move, and you're paying them. So if you're going to enter your live account with $37.42, that's what you start your demo account with. If you're going to enter with 900, 300, 200, 500, whatever hundreds, 1,000, 10,000, whatever, make your demo account that very same number. And don't leave demo at minimum until you have doubled or tripled your demo account. Until you have doubled or tripled your demo account. It's not purgatory. It's the gym. You're going to look at this chart. You're going to see what I see. You're going to enter your trade. 5 pips. Boom. Out. Where is that 5 pips now? It's in your account. The number one responsibility of a trader, of an adept, skilled trader, is to protect your investment. It's to protect your investment. And the way you make money is by running your account in a way that protects your investment. See, we're so used to going to a 9-to-5 or owning a company and putting in X amount of hours for dollars. We're so focused on those dollars that it forces us, or it actually moves us to make very poor decisions in our trading account. Because you could be on a winning side of a trade and be in a minor pullback and be like negative $350 on a $1,000 account, and you're panicking, and you pull the plug, you get out about 3 minutes before the thing reverses, and then you would have taken profit. How do I know that? Because I lived it. That's why I stopped doing that. That's why I'm only taking 5 pips, 10 pips stop loss. Why do you take a 10 pip stop loss, Tommy? And I'm not telling you what stop loss to use. I'm telling you what I do. I don't recommend stop losses to anybody because I can handle a 10 pip loss. I only have to have 2 wins to come back flat. I don't need 2 wins to come back to even. I like that. Right? You lose $2,000, you lose $3,000, you lose whatever, how many hundreds of dollars. How many wins do you need to have just to get out of the hole? That's very depressing. It's not a happy, and see, I play a trade. In my mind, this is playing. I'm going to play this pair on a sell. I'm going to play this pair for a buy. Because in my subconscious, I'm telling myself, I'm playing, I'm having a good time. It's a good time now because, I took, after that $5,000 loss, I took 6 months in demo, 6 months. And I still have my demo account. If I'm going to look at a new indicator or make an attempt to modify my strategy, where do you think that's going on? In demo. My written trading plan has me in demo on Mondays and Fridays. Mondays and Fridays, I'm in demo. Why? 2 most volatile days of the week. Why? Because there are central bankers that have to hit their numbers. If they don't hit their numbers on Friday, they're moving the market on Monday. Friday, from noon on, if you're in a trade, you might as well blow your brains out. Not for me. I don't have that risk appetite. Some people thrive in that environment. Some people only trade on Mondays and Fridays. They only trade the news. They're only looking for those big jumps. I'm not that guy. I'm like the slow and steady wins the race guy. I just want to have a system that's so bulletproof, that pays me so often, I just keep on dumping money into my account. Okay? So back to this chart. We're in Trader's Way. This is EA. It's a butterfly. I don't really care. There's sharks. There's all kinds of different patterns. I just know there's some motion. And for me, I'm not touching this puppy until my SARs flip up to the other side. And then I'm going to go in for 5 pips. So even when, for most people just using the standard indicators on this harmonic scanner, they would have clocked in and taken a loss. Because of adding these additional tools, I don't take the loss because I'm not in yet. I'm not in until all my indicators are telling me I'm in. There's another guy I didn't talk about. Let me just change my screen color back over so it's easier to see the RSI in white or light color. So here is the RSI. That's the Relative Strength Index. And this 14 means it's taking the calculations on the last 14 candles. And this line here at 70 and this line here at 30 create some barriers. Below 30, that's telling you the pair is in an oversold position. Above 70, it's in an overbought position. So that basically means above 70, every Tom, Dick, and Harry has bought this thing, and at some point in time, it's going to go down. So this number, this here, 51, whatever, that's the actual number of the candle that you're in. So I'm in the current candle, and it's 64.714. That's really close to 70. So over here, this was 69.45. That's super close to 70, right? So you'll notice this pair has a very graceful, flat RSI. So that means when this thing is moving, it's not moving in a very dramatic way. This pair, Euro AUD, is a really good pair to work with because it moves very gracefully. There's not a whole lot of surges. And that's good to learn your skills. Okay, it's good to work with your method. So if this were like GJ, this RSI would be like crazy. GJ is one of the most volatile pairs on the planet. So let's go back over here and look at some more pairs real quick. I want to show you something else that I think is really cool. So again, here's all my guys in motion, right? You'll see NZD USDs in the Gartley on the 1 hour and the 4 hour. Then GBP USD. And then we have USD JPY. See, I find that very interesting. These are all relatively new patterns. I have UJ on a 1 hour bat. I have UC on a 1 hour deep bat. And that's just the way the patterns look. I really don't care about that stuff. But what I do care about is UC is in motion and UJ is in motion. So what do you think might be happening with CAD JPY? I bet they're in motion too. So whenever you see pairs called out with a common pair, the CAD JPY is called an arbitrage trade, right? So let's go back over here and let's go to my trading view chart and let's see what CAD and JPY is doing. CAD, JPY. Yeah, it's having a party. Look at this thing. It's got some big motion in here. Now, I don't want to confuse everybody. I'm on three different time frames here. I do a 15, a 1 hour, and a 4 hour. And this gives me a real good peek at the market, what the market's doing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is the last day, right? This is the last 4 hour candle, and this is the last 1 hour candle. I'm not going to get into this. I just want to show you that I take my stuff off of the trading view chart in the Harmonic scanner, and then I'll go into my trading view to actually drill down and enter my trades on the 15-minute chart, because I can put some additional tools on here. But just for the get-go, you can make a fortune just using the scanner and just adding some additional tools. Let's go see what USD JPY is talking about right now. Okay, so this is a little bit of an older scan, and you'll see it called out a buy. Now here, this buy did not hit the scanner, because here's my entry, and my D extension didn't hit. But see me? Because I had these additional tools on here, I'm looking at Johnny Bollinger, I'm looking at my SARS, right? For me, this scan is golden, valuable information. It's telling me it's going to be a buy, and I believe it. It just missed on the entry. And it missed on the entry by what? By 4 pips, not even. Like 3.6 pips it missed on the entry. That ain't bad, right? It's real close. So now I'm looking at this, and look, anybody looking at these charts in has 20/20 hindsight, you know, it sounds like a friggin' genius. That's not what I'm looking to do here. I'm just looking to go back in time and show you, if I repeat my methodology, my method to you, how it plays out over time, okay? So here, if this were a brand new scan, I'm not getting in. Let's pretend that none of this stuff exists, that we're just on the D extension. We're here. What is this telling me? It's telling me that my price is closing outside of the low edge of the Bollinger Band, outside of the low edge of the market. What happens when it closes outside of the low edge? It wants to work its way back up to the median. It wants to work its way back up to the red line. In this case, is that a buy or a sell? It's a buy. What is the scanner telling me? The scanner is calling a buy. That's 2 voices telling me buy. Now, on this particular candle, on the 1 hour chart, what is my SAR telling me? My SAR telling me, dude, I'm still in sell mode, dude. Don't do it. Don't get in. Don't get in. huh. But now, very next candle, boom, it flipped. And now what do I have? I have both SARS telling me buy. I have Johnny Bollinger telling me buy. I have the harmonic scanner, Stephen Hooley. He invented the harmonic scanner. Stephen Hooley's telling me I got to buy. Do I have enough people to listen to? Well, yeah. But me, 100% honest, I'm still on this candle. I'm probably not getting in till halfway up until like the 30-minute mark on this candle. I'm waiting. Because me, honestly, I probably get somewhere in over here and I'm cashing out right there. From there to there, boom, 5 pips, and I'm out. I'm out like the cops are chasing me. I'm gone, out. Because I'm working my way to trading in lots of 1,000. My goal is one day have an account size where I'm trading in lots of 1,000. That's $10,000 a pip. That for me, I see that as a $50,000 move. That's what I'm talking about. Don't get blasted out of this business. Don't get thrown out of the market because you're impatient with your skill set. Don't get blasted out of this environment because you're impatient with your skill set. This thing will pay you. Tommy, I'm starting with $100. Well, cool. It took me a couple months, but I turned $100 into 30 grand. That's not a big number. That's not even an accomplishment. I don't even consider that an accomplishment. I just consider that being on task with my trading plan, following my indicators. Go win yourself 40, 50 trades in a row before you get out of demo. Go triple your account before you get out of demo. And then still put $100 in there and go in micro lots. Go win 300, 400 in micro lots. You know what happens when you win 300, 400 in micro lots? You're trading in minis. You know what happens when you win 300, 400 in minis? You're trading in standards. You know what happens when you win 300 or 400 standards? You don't have a job no more. Little bites, simple. Work through your disabilities. Understand them. Acknowledge them. I had a big loss. Praise the Lord. Pay the freak attention. If you don't have a written trading plan, if you don't know what a trading plan is, you better be in demo. And anyone want to have that conversation, we can have that offline. Maybe we'll do a training on having a trading plan. But your trading plan needs to be written down. Those are your rules of operation. Just like part of my trading plan, I win 3 in a row, I take a hike. I lose 3 in any session, I'm out. That's in my trading plan. Those are my rules. Just like, well, I shouldn't say driving on 995 because there are no rules on 995. But I'm just saying, you have to follow the rules. And those rules are, you write the rules. You write the rules for your own temperament. Are you the kind of person that wants to enter a trade in the beginning of the month and cash out at the end of the month? Well, go get on Lindor's session. He's a position trader. He will teach you that stuff. That ain't me. I want to be in and out, put it in the bank. In and out, put it in the bank. Everybody cool? Who's got some questions? Because we're almost at an hour, and I haven't heard a peep out of anybody. Anybody got some questions for me? You can unmute yourself and shout it out.
I have a question.
Dude.
Now, if you can go back to the number setup for the SARS, because I think you're giving me life when putting in the numbers.
Okay, sure. So I have 2 SARs. I set my yellow SAR at 0303. Those are the first 2 lines. Don't touch the 3rd line. And that's an input. You go over to style, make it yellow, and you click up the size you like. And that's my slow acting SAR. That's my last confirmation. That's the one that's gonna flip last. That's my like, the yellow SAR flip too? Oh my, time to get in, right? Now, my red SAR, that's my early warning system. Red SAR flip, stuff's about to get real, right? It's about to reverse. So there, my inputs are 06, 06, don't touch the bottom one. That one I make red and I punch it up.
Tommy, what do those numbers represent? The 06, 03? I mean, you know that those are the numbers to put in, but what does that represent exactly?
Yes, that actually represents the time frame in which they're doing their calculations.
Oh, okay.
So you'll notice that one is double of the other.
Yes.
Right? So that presents itself the way it's easy for my mind to understand. One acts first. One acts faster than the other.
I see. Okay.
I don't need to get involved in the math and the algorithms that make that happen because that's math and I don't do math.
Okay.
I just want to know what they're telling me to make my entry.
What are these geometric triangles that scare the hell out of me? I don't know how to read those. I'm new at this,
Good.
by the way.
Thank you. I love it. Now, here, when you enter into the scanner, this box here tells you it's Trader's Way.
Yes.
This is the broker. And then this next thing says it's the pair. This is on the 1 hour chart, and that's a bat. This is actually called a bat pattern. And
what does bat mean?
Say again?
I saw a shark, bat, all of that. What is all that?
Gartley. Yeah, there's all different patterns, and what they represent is the relationship between X, A, B, C, and D. And the D extension, that's typically your trigger point. And what the math, it's a big, long algorithm.
Okay.
That's been written. Stephen Hooley dreamt this up. And what he says, when this particular math happens, it's about to do something. It's about to do a buy. It's about to do a sell. And this is basically math that's uses the golden rule, the golden proportion, 1.616, I think it is.
Mm-hmm.
So, like if you look at a maple leaf and you measure a maple leaf,
yeah,
the dimension is 1.616 times the other one. It's a number of nature. It's called the golden proportion.
Okay.
And it's true in nature for everything. If you studied engineering or any kind of design, that number comes up all the time. If you look at something like a piece of furniture or a piece of artwork, and that number is off, the proportion is off, you don't know why it looks wrong. It just doesn't look right.
It just is, yeah.
Yeah. So here, we'll pull up some other shapes.
So let me just ask you a quick question. Where there's the intersection at B, what is that telling you? Is that telling you that there's pressure on that particular price point right there where the wick is?
I love it. I'm glad you're bringing all this up, this stuff, because what you're talking about are the intricacies of like the skill set of a master trader. And where I am, in my understanding, is I understand enough to know that a move is about to happen because this algorithm says so. And that's information I don't need to know to make my decision. So I don't waste a brain cell on that.
Okay.
Right? And it's not to diminish your interest. It's just I'm not the guy to give you that answer. So there are people, if you get with Stephen Hooley and follow him, answer that in ways that like my eyes glaze over. Like I'm really, especially with my dyslexia, forget it. And full disclosure, I only trade Japanese yen pairs. I only take trades that involve the Japanese yen.
Why?
There's only 3 decimal places. I don't have to deal with 5 decimal places. Cool. No, but see, this is what I'm telling you. This is why.
No, this is good.
Yes, but this is why the foreign exchange is such a great offering, because you can pick and choose and tailor your trading strategy to your strengths and to your weaknesses. You're asking me questions about the B intersection that focus on my weakness. I don't focus on my weakness.
Well, more what I was asking was that when you see the chart looking like this, it seems like when there is that intersection, it seems as though then the market is moving up. Okay, that sort of like when they talk about the red and the blue lines, when they intersect.
Yeah, and you may very well be correct.
Is that what that's sort of telling you? I guess is really what I'm trying to ask, find out.
And my honest to goodness answer to you is I haven't spent one brain cell looking at that. And the reason why I don't is because that's not in my methodology. My method is focused on the Bollinger Bands, what the Bollinger Bands are doing, what my stars are telling me, and I'm getting my major tip off of the harmonic scanner. Because 8 out of 10, it's going to be right. And a lot of times people lose on the scanner is because they get in just off the scan prematurely.
I see.
Right? So I'm throwing some additional tools up there to give someone pause. Look, when this thing flops up there, don't feel like you're going to miss the move.
Okay.
People lose most of their money because they jump in too early because they're afraid they're going to miss the move. No. It's always moving. Jump on the safest part of the move. Jump on the move, you're getting your 5 pips and run away.
Yeah.
Right? I don't like trading the edges of the market. I like trading in here. I like trading up in here and around here.
Mm-hmm.
It's my safety zone.
I see. Okay.
Cool. And this is not to diminish your question at the least.
No. This is all very helpful. No, I appreciate it. No,
Yeah.
I get it.
No, but to your point, because I'm as curious as the next person. So this is a bat, right? Let's go pull up a butterfly. Now, okay. See, now here the butterfly. In the butterfly, the B intersection is at the low edge of the market.
I see. Okay.
So all of those relationships are going to change from pattern to pattern to pattern. And I don't have the mathematical inclination.
Yeah, neither do I.
To understand that.
Mm-hmm.
What I need to understand is how is this information interacting with the indicators that make sense to me?
Right.
How can I bring those indicators to bear to grab my 5 pips and run like I stole them?
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
Awesome. I love it.
Yeah.
Anybody else? Well, I'm going to be very respectful of everyone's time. We're on for an hour. Ori, I'm going to throw it back to you.
Thank you.
One quick question, Tommy. If we want to get hook up with you off the webinar, how do we do that?
You have a pen?
I do.
561
Mm-hmm.
644
Yes.
9794.
Uh-huh.
And send me a text first because I don't pick up numbers that aren't in my contacts.
Right.
Text me with your name, and then we can go from there.
Okay. I'm the one that has the weird name, Ashira.
That's
It's beautiful.
Name. Don't worry. It's all good.
All right. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome, dear.
So just before we end this call, not sure if you guys have been on the Telegram. We have been promoting, we as a team, we are hosting an event here in Fort Lauderdale on the beach on Thursday night, Friday, and Saturday. And we're bringing in Mr. GJ David Hoyt, live trading on Thursday night, trading on Friday, and training Friday and Saturday. It is going to be an epic event. So if you haven't gotten your ticket, it is on Telegram, on 2% Nation Facebook page. It's on the top and also on Legacy Worldwide. If you have any other questions, you can either ask here or contact Tommy or myself privately. We're here to help you with whatever it is that you guys need to on this journey. So anything that you guys need, feel free to reach out to us. Any questions? No? Have an amazing rest of your night, everybody.
Thank you. Good night.
And thanks,
Good
thanks for
night.
hosting, Aria. Thanks for having this forum.
Good night, guys.
Ciao.
Dance party. Dance it out.